Today, the first episode of Mortal Kombat Legacy was released online. I thought it was awesome. I haven't been following the game since like game 1, but I know the basics. I'm not like a mega purist fan. That's probably because of all the book series I've seen turn into movies and stuff. But I thought it was really cool for the first episode. Lots of action and just blowing people up and shooting people and cool stuff like that. So I'm going to enjoy that web series. I know I am. I have started my application for UCF. It's such a pain. I have to get my transcripts from my high school. I graduated 2 years ago, back in 2009, and I have to call College Board and have my AP scores and my SAT scores sent to UCF. I don't remember the friggin' AP number that they say we have to have in order to get our score. I really don't. That was like 3 years ago. So I'm hoping that because it was so long ago and not a recent score that we won't need it and like they'll just be able to get it from my name or something like that. Got into a mood to watch this movie called Wild Target. It's got Bill Nye, Emily Blunt, and Rupert Grint, and Rupert Everett, I believe, is also in it. It's such a good movie. I love it. I just was in the mood to watch it again today, and I love seeing the HB actors in other stuff because it really shows how good of actors they are and that they're not just pigeonholed into certain roles. But yeah, it's such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, you really should look it up. It's really good. Speaking of Harry Potter, on Facebook, I'm doing this thing called 30 Days of Harry Potter, and I've been using pictures on my Facebook, but I decided that I wanted to do it, talk about it on the videos, especially since I find Jasmine's 30 Days of Songs really interesting. So I figure in this one video I'll go from 1 to 12 and just kind of catch up on it for the videos, and then take it one at a time from there. Obviously, I started this before April. Day 1 was, what is your favorite book? Mine is the Half-Blood Prince, because I find the whole behind story with Voldemort very interesting, and I find the whole Snape thing very interesting. Finding out that he's the Half-Blood Prince and he came up with these spells, and it's an interesting book overall to me. Day 2 was, what is your favorite movie? My favorite movie so far is Deathly Hallows Part 1. I absolutely adored it. There are things they changed that I had issue with, but it's just like nitpicky stuff, like the fact that Fenrir Greyback, his role was given to the main Snatcher guy, and that just kind of irked me. There were little things that bugged me, but overall, I really love it. Day 3 is there any of the film adaptations that have made you angry because they've ignored important parts of the book? That would be Goblet of Fire, hands down. They left so much out of it, and that is like my least favorite movie out of all of them. It's good as a film in and of itself. However, as an adaptation, it pretty much sucks. Day 4. Your least favorite female character and why? Cho Chang. She was pretty much pointless. I found her a really pointless character. She did not have much development. And for me, at least, she never redeemed herself from her stupidity. Day 5 was your favorite male character and why? So my favorite male character is Neville. Just seeing his progression through the books from that little, almost scaredy cat, always messing up kid to the leader of the DA once Harry leaves in the last book, and the one to chop off Nagini's head. It's just amazing, and I adore him so much. Day 6. What house would you want to be in? Well, I would both want to be in it, and according to every single test I've taken, and just looking at the attributes of each house, my house would be Hufflepuff, and I'm very proud to be a Hufflepuff. We are not the bumbling badgers of mediocrity like somebody said, which I found really funny, actually. There's a comedy skit, and I will link that below. But I mean, I'm very proud to be put in Hufflepuff. If you've ever seen badgers in real life, especially like the African honey badger, they are very, very ferocious little things. The African honey badger will break into a beehive, ignoring all the stings just to get the honey. They will eat cobras, and when they pass out from the poison, as soon as they get back up, they will go right back to eating that cobra. And if you've ever seen one pissed off by like humans or something, they are ferocious little things. And besides that, they're just cute. But I mean, I look at Hufflepuffs as the ones who can't be so easily defined. The ones who not necessarily don't fit in, but are more unique than the others. So, we are loyal, unafraid of toil. We are hard workers. Maybe not so much the hard working part for me, because I'm quite lazy, but I think Hufflepuff fits me perfectly. And we are particularly good finders. Day 7, your favorite female character and why? My favorite female character is Luna. She's just so weird and so out there, and she doesn't care. I find that trait really endearing, and I think it's something that a lot of us, me most especially, need to learn and take away from her character. That it's okay to be different, it's okay to be considered the weird kid, because in the end, your true friends will stand with you. So that's why she's my favorite female character. She just kind of embodies the qualities I would really like to have. Day 8. What do you think would be your favorite lesson? That's another one that's actually pretty difficult to conceptualize and think about. I would have to say charms, though, because Professor Flitwick seems like he'd be the most easily approachable teacher, one of the most readily accessible, and one of the teachers who you could talk to easily and would be more than willing to help you out if you're struggling with something. Day 9. Least favorite male character. I struggled with this one because I don't particularly dislike any of the male characters. Like, I was trying to think through all the villains, and I'm like, no, I like Voldemort as a character. I like Lucius Malfoy. I like Fenrir Greyback. So I was trying to sit there and think. And finally Jasmine was like, well, what about Flitwick or Pettigrew? And I'm like, Pettigrew, Wormtail, definitely. He's just a sniveling coward. He has no backbone, and he never redeems himself. He's only out to save his own skin, and that doesn't even work for him. So, yeah, he's my least favorite male character. Day 10, Horcruxes or Hallows. So I'm definitely gonna go with Hallows on this one. I'm definitely not into AKing anyone. I definitely don't want to split my soul. That doesn't sound appealing to me. Immortality it's not something I want. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Hallows on this one. Day 11. What character would you say you are most like? This is the question that I've answered so far that I had the most trouble with. I was gonna say like Neville, but I'm not particularly brave at standing up to my friends or anything like that. I'm weird, but I'm not comfortable in my own skin like Luna is, and I just really could not think of one. So I took a few tests and they all gave me different answers, but the one I agreed with was Hagrid. I don't know, he seems more chill and cool, friendly. So I think I'd be most like Hagrid, but I'm still not sure on that one. Day 12, your favorite ship. In canon, it's Hermione and Ron, and I know a lot of people have issues with that. A lot of people have issues with a lot of the ships, canon ships. But I think Hermione and Ron balance each other out well. I like when you have partners who are like opposites almost, and they balance each other out. Ron's an idiot, but that's balanced by Hermione's intelligence and her practicality, and Hermione's a busybody, but that's countered by Ron's complacency. So I think they balance each other out well, and they could definitely, if they can work through their issues, if they learned to work through their issues, it could be a very successful relationship. And I like the fact that we had to wait the entire series for them to actually admit their feelings for one another. It drove me crazy, but at the same time, I love that she built it up over the entire series. And my favorite out-of-canon ship is Luna and Neville. I think they are the most adorable couple. I don't remember where I first heard the Luna Neville couple, but I think they would be adorable together.